Girl, do we need to talk? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't even know where to begin. I'm so excited to record this. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the 75 soft update and get that kind of out of the way because we have better things to talk about. So I finished the book that I showed in the last 75 soft update, which is called Beach Read. This is the book. I finished it. I rated it on my Instagram. I can't remember what I put. This was my least favorite book I've ever read, and I hate to be like a Debbie Downer because I think all books have something to give, but this just wasn't for me. I like it when books have plot twists and kind of keep you on your toes, so that's kind of the style that I'm into, and that is more so a, you know what's gonna happen and the outcome. There's not really anything that surprises you, and so that's kind of how I feel about that book. But a lot of people love that. It is a New York Times bestseller, so like it could have just been me. I'm the oddball one out, but I didn't really like it. So it took me a long time to read it, but I did finish it, and it was a big book. So I'm on to this one. It's starting off really good. It's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Did I just lose my... No, I didn't. Okay. And I like it so far. I'm only like 20 pages into it, so that's what I'm reading for that. So for the overall update, I have been continuing to do 75 soft. The water thing, I'm able to drink all of the water most days, and then there are some days where I just don't meet the requirement. I try not to be so hard on myself about it. That was kind of something I talked about in the last video. I joined a CrossFit gym. Dalton and I both joined a CrossFit gym 2 weeks ago, and so I've been going to that. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Last week, along with this week, because it's the first 2 weeks I went back to CrossFit, I've given myself some grace, and the reason I say that is because last week, when I went back for the first time, I did one of the hardest workouts. It's called Murph, but you usually do it on Memorial Day. They like extend the workout if you missed it on Memorial Day, if that makes sense, so they extend it through the week. That was my first day that I went back, and I pushed myself too hard and I could not lift my arms for a week. I did end up working out 3 times last week, but I did not meet like the full requirements of 75 soft. That went out the door. I continue to read. My water intake has been fine, and the working out, that's kind of where that happened, but my workouts are so much more extreme, and I feel like I benefit so much more from them by going to this CrossFit gym. I hit a point a couple weeks back, you know, as I've been doing this challenge, that I just felt like I wasn't really benefiting much. I was so burnt out from working out in our apartment gym and making up my own workouts, and I just felt like I wasn't pushing myself enough, even if I tried. So my parents actually gifted me for my birthday a free month of CrossFit. I'm loving it. So yeah, last week I worked out 3 times. This week I have worked out twice, so it's only Tuesday. So I've gotten on the track so far. I've only been drinking socially, continue to do that. I'm not a huge fan of drinking, I've said that before, but I think I've been eating really well. That hasn't changed. Now, I actually have been taking the progress pictures and videos, and I can tell a difference. And I might just like sneak in a little, maybe I'll show you guys, I might show you guys the difference between the first and third week or the first and second in this clip. I don't know. I've been definitely doing past 45 minutes of a workout a day since starting CrossFit for sure. Before I was like meeting the 45 minutes like on the dot.
So here's a picture from the first week. I was so bloated and inflamed and stressed and just not taking care of myself as good as I should. And this is the third week. I'm actually shook by the results so far from the first to the third week.
I decided not to do any measurements on my body. I just feel like I would either obsess over them too much or, you know, kind of take the fun away from the challenge. You are more than welcome to do that. That's why I included it on the template. And if you haven't seen, I included a free template in the first 75 soft video that I did. So just to say thank you to you guys for, you know, if you decided to do this challenge or watching my videos, I wanted to pick a special winner to send a Colleen Hoover book to. What I want to do is send you guys my favorite Colleen Hoover book that I've read, but I know there's a lot of Colleen Hoover readers out there, so if you have read that, we'll just figure out what book you haven't, and I'll try to choose like maybe my top 3 that I've read and just send you one of those. So what you have to do to enter this giveaway, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, that you follow me on Instagram, and just comment down below what your favorite thing to do in your free time is and why it makes you happy. Yeah, definitely comment that down below. Okay, now for probably what you all have been waiting for. I'm going to talk to you guys all about the engagement, and I'm so excited to share this journey with you guys. If you want me to do wedding type videos, planning, all of that stuff, let me know down below. I don't want to start a series that you guys won't like. I think it would be fun to take you along with me on like the journey and give you some advice and tips, and you guys can give me advice and tips because this is so new to me. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about how it all went down. Maybe I'll do like a Q&A later on if you guys are interested about everything. So this is espresso and I am hype and wired. This is my ring, first off. I absolutely love it. Dalton got it custom made. Dalton and I have been dating for 9 years. Well, now 9.5 years. And we've discussed engagement and marriage for years. Honestly, I knew when we first started dating that he was the one I wanted to marry, and we were only 14 years old. And I kid you not, like when he was in boarding school in Tennessee and I would drive to go see him, I would talk about like my vows and what I would say to him while I was on the drive home. I knew that I was going to get proposed to within like the next couple of months to a year. I didn't really know when because Dalton is going to grad school and I'm working on getting everything for PA school. It's kind of been in the works, and I've known that because we've talked about like what rings I like, the style. We actually have a trip coming up in July and we're gonna go hiking into the mountains, and I thought he was gonna propose then because it's for my birthday celebration. That my birthday was in May, but that was like my gift from him to go celebrate in the mountains and go hiking. And I thought he was gonna do it then. And when we talked about it, he actually told me he was gonna do it then, but he felt like that was too obvious. There were two things that I told him that I just wanted him to make sure were possible with the proposal, and number one was making sure my nails were done, and number two was making sure that I was surprised or trying to surprise me. We are with each other every second of every day together when we can be, so it's really difficult for him to do anything that's like out of the ordinary or to go anywhere without me. So that was probably the hardest part for him. I have been regularly getting my nails done for the past couple of months, and Dalton has always just like suggested like, hey, do you want to go get your nails done? And I'm like, yes, I would love to get my nails done. And so he started writing me these notes last week, and they were really sweet and they were just like super sentimental and cute. And he texted me and was like, hey, if you want to get your nails redone, which it was actually perfect timing for me to get my nails done. He's like, I'll pay for your nails. You can get them done on Friday. I get off early on Fridays, so it worked out really well. I always ask him for suggestions as to what I should get done to my nails. I don't know, I just like doing that. And he was like, you should get French again. And I was like, okay, I would love to get French. Now he did text me and remind me, and he is not a reminder. He is not one to like remember someone else's plans and remind them. I'm like that, and so I was like, that's kind of interesting. And then we were planning to go to this place we love to go to walk and run. It is like an 8-mile trail and it surrounds a lake. Now we've been going there since we moved here and we love it. We've had lots of long, deep conversations, lots of beautiful memories. We've had so many wonderful experiences. Hey, what is going on? No biting. You guys be nice to each other. So it's a special place for us, and we've gone there a lot. So we planned to go there, run 3 miles, and walk the rest. Since we started CrossFit together, he was really sore. We started walking on the trail and he was just walking so slow. And this was at like 8 in the morning. We woke up at like 6:30. We went to my favorite bakery and I got some matcha and this amazing muffin. And he's just walking so slow and he's kind of acting a little bit weird, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? We get to this spot and he was like, I'm just gonna stretch right here, like my legs are killing me. I was like, okay, well, can you hurry up because I'm ready to run, I'm ready to walk this trail. And there was a bench right across from us and he was like, I'm just gonna stretch right here. I was like, why don't you stretch on bench. Sorry, my AC just turned on. I was like, why don't you just stretch on the bench? And he was just acting so weird, and he was like, can you give me a hug? And I was like, okay, I can give you a hug. And his heart was pounding. I was like, what is going on? He was like, I forgot to give you your note this morning. And I was like, oh, you wrote me a note even though like we were together this morning? And so he gave it to me, and it said, will you marry me? And he got down on one knee, and he had my parents meet us at the trail. He had them come early and just walked behind us the whole time, and I had no idea, but he kept looking around and I kept looking around, and I'm like, and so he told me later, he was like, I had to stop looking around because you were looking around and you would have seen them. It was so cute. My parents recorded the whole thing, and I was so surprised that they were there, and it was just such a beautiful and special moment. The weather was gorgeous. It was beautiful. I like could not have asked for a better day. I'm just so giddy. I'm so excited. I have been so happy and so thrilled, and it was just perfect, and I am just so grateful for him and the love that we share. So yeah, that's kind of like a rundown of the proposal, and it was just so simple but sweet, and I loved it so much. That day we went and purchased this book, which I have been filling out, girl. I've been going crazy through all of the wedding planning. You guys know how much I love organizing. We have our engagement photos booked, and I'm very happy about that. It's in 2 weeks, and then when it comes to the engagement party, we have been kind of planning that out. We know the location and atmosphere and style of the wedding we want. If you guys have any suggestions, advice, recommendations, if you have any ideas for videos, or you want me to do a series, please let me know, because I would love to share this with you, but I totally understand if you don't want this to be included. I'm going to be very picky about what I share, but at the same time, I do want you guys to enjoy this journey with me. And I mean, if you have watched me for a while, you know that we've been dating for a long time, and that we have gone through long distance and all of our struggles and all that. Maybe I can do like an updated video of like where our relationship started to where it is now. That is everything for this video. I hope you liked it. I know it wasn't too in-depth about the 75 soft. I'm still doing the challenge. Again, if you are interested in winning a Colleen Hoover book, and I will send it to you, make sure to do the requirements for the giveaway. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And as always, I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!